My name's Julia, and we are doing an Audacy check-in with Kygo and Jonas on behalf of DNCE to talk about the new song Dancing Feet.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah.
Hey guys, what's up? We're so happy to be here, and we're so excited to talk about the new song and everything that Kygo's doing in his fantastic world in Norway, and what I'm up to, drinking coffee and sitting on my couch right now.
How are you guys feeling leading up to it right now? Song's going to be out in a few days. By this time, this will be out. It'll be here. How's it feeling?
I'm so excited. I've been wanting to release this song ever since I started working on it back in September. So, the time has finally come. So I'm just so excited and to see the reactions. We've been teasing it a little bit, on social media, and it seems like people are excited. So hopefully, yeah.
I mean, I'm excited. I'm equally a fan of both of yours. So when I heard you two were doing a song together, I was like, you know what? This is going to make me happy. Like, that was the exact reaction. This is going to be a happy song.
That's awesome. I guess that's the goal.
Yeah, the goal was to make people feel good. And this song just does that, and it makes you want to dance as well. So I'm glad you like it, Julia. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. How did you guys come together for this song? Was it you deciding that like you wanted to collaborate, or was the song kind of created first and finding the perfect fit for it?
So last year I was shooting this movie Devotion that comes out later this year. And while I was there, I had a lot of time on my hands. When you're not number one on the call sheet, that means you get a lot of days off. So I was sitting around and I wanted to be productive, and I'm sitting in the trailer. I'm like, I feel like I've got some music that I need to write. So I started working on songs, and as I listened back to them, I'm like, okay, this kind of sounds like it could be a DNCE song. And so then I was entertaining the idea of bringing the band back together. And as this conversation started, we looked at a window around like the springtime to release new DNCE music. And Kygo hit me up. He's like, I got this song. Can I send it your way? I want to get your thoughts. And I was like, oh my God, this is brilliant. And it's right up the alley of the music I've been making for DNCE. So then we pushed our calendar up, and this song now obviously is out, and we're so thrilled, and the reaction's been insane. And we're happy to relaunch DNCE, and obviously to collab with Kyrie and Kygo is a dream come true.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, when you announced that DNCE was making a comeback, it was so unexpected and exciting. And did you even hesitate on the thought of coming back on a Kygo song, or was it just no, this is a no-brainer. It's a great song.
I did hesitate a bit because I wasn't sure what it would be like to bring DNCE back. I was hesitant for a long time, just because I always had this trauma from when the brothers broke up, that when we broke up, it was always about one of the main reasons we broke up is we want to focus on individual things. So when we got back together, we're like, let's not put ourselves in that position anymore. If we're going to do this, let's do it on our own time. We can do individual projects, acting, music, family time. Let's allow ourselves to have that freedom. So when it's music, I was like, do I want to go down that road of bringing back a band together, because it's just a full thing. And then I stopped thinking of it that way and thought about how exciting it would be to be able to perform music again that I created, and new one that we've done together. Why am I holding myself back from things that excite me? So it was a positive feeling.
Yeah, definitely. And Kygo, why did this seem like Joe would be the perfect person for you to reach out to for this song?
Well, I guess it was just something about the song, and also the co-writer. He kind of sounds like Joe a little bit. The vocal we had on it originally, and he has been working. His name is David Stewart. We've been co-produced. We produced a song together, and he co-wrote it. And he has also been working with Joe earlier. So I guess his name just came up pretty quickly. Just Joe would actually sound great on this song and take the song to the next level. And I definitely had DNCE in the back of my head, because I felt like this song was kind of like a perfect mix between my sound and DNCE's sound. So I just felt like it just made sense.
Definitely. Well, the music video is so much fun. I got the chance to see it. Whose idea was it to make you guys pool boys?
Well, it was a collaboration with the director, and really Kygo and I just kind of spitballing ideas. We wanted to reference a lot of iconic like 80s movies, which the song I think has that similarity and inspiration.
Yeah.
So we have our valet drivers, and that kind of a nod to like a Ferris Bueller's Day Off moment, taking the car for a joyride. Pool boys, then we're dancing at a disco and having a dance off. So it's got a little bit of, and we're playing tennis. It's a little bit of everything in there. And some Easter eggs as well that you have to look out for.
Now I feel like I got to go back and watch. I didn't realize there was Easter eggs.
Yes. Yeah. It kind of happened in the moment as well. There were some things that I think, Kygo, you probably remember. I looked at you and I showed you something and I was like, oh, this could be really dope. So we threw certain things in the video that we just thought of in the moment. And once people start to obsess over the video, I hope they figure them out for themselves.
That is always so exciting. It's like for you to purposely put something there and people being like, oh my God, I know what that is.
Yeah. It's also, you realize how smart your fans are. Like they figure it out a lot faster than you think. You're like, oh, this will take them a couple views. They're like,
20 seconds.
Same day, 20 seconds. Like there's an article online about breaking it all down, and you're like, oh shit, okay.
It'll be like an inside look.
Yeah, exactly.
What was your favorite part of filming the video?
My favorite part was that I felt like Richie Rich for the day, where we rented. They got this massive house in Miami, and then we had Live nightclub, which is an iconic club here in Miami, and Dave Grutman, who's a good friend of both me and Kygo, who does a cameo in the video. He's like Mr. Miami. The guy owns a bunch of restaurants and clubs out here. And there's a funny moment with him where we sneak in to get into Live, and I don't think anyone's ever snuck in to get into Live. So that was a fun shot to shoot.
Yeah.
Kygo, did you have a favorite part?
I guess it was just like, that the house we rented for that music video, it was just such a nice house, and just be able to like play some tennis. It was just like a fun day of shooting, just like hanging out in that house, and it was nice weather. But I guess that my favorite part, like visually, definitely was we did like a little performance where we played this, like we did a little concert scene where actually it started raining for like 15 minutes just when we were shooting this scene, and it looks like it was planned. It looks so cool in the video. So I think like visually that's definitely my favorite part of the video, and it's also it ended up being the cover art. So we just took like a photo of that. So that's the cover art for the song as well.
That's awesome. Who took the dance off more seriously?
Probably the professional dancers that we had.
Yeah.
Luckily, we walked into it saying like, "Look, we like to have fun. We're down to give it a try." But like, we learned the dance the day before, and we made sure it was pretty much like kindergarten level dancing for us both. That way, we didn't embarrass ourselves. But it's like the old phrase, you surround yourself with people that are really good at something, then you look pretty good yourself. And we just made sure there's about 100 professional dancers around us. Then we felt fine.
Well, you both have done a ton of shows in your life. What was the most shocking thing or item you've seen on the dance floor once the house lights come on?
Wow. Oh, that's a
good one. I think the funniest, I don't know if it was when the lights came on, but it was pretty funny. I played a show in Vegas, and there was a guy who held up a T-shirt with a printed photo of him and my parents on the T-shirt. And I was
shocking.
Like, what? It was just very, but so, and then we took him up, like after the show, I talked to him, and then he apparently met my parents like 2 months earlier at another show, and he took a photo with them, and then he got it printed on a T-shirt, and he held it up in the crowd. But it's definitely not what I expected to see in the crowd.
Yeah, it's like one of those where you're like, wait, am I seeing my parents?
It's like, is that my parents? It was definitely pretty weird, but it was also pretty funny.
That's funny. Joe, do you have anything?
I mean, I played some shows where, a few audience members had a little bit too much fun. and not only the lights coming on, but like the next day the person's like still asleep, and then you're like, we should probably check on that person. But they just got so comfortable, and the show was late, so they were fine, but they might have had one too many.
For sure. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for doing an Audacy check-in with us. Make sure you listen to the song and watch the music video for Dancing Feet. It's incredible.
Thank you.